You had a question?
Yeah.
I did.
You're on.
I asked if there was a timer, then the logo popped up.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Had to
there's no timer between commercials, but
No,
there's
just during the segment.
During
there.
the segment.
Hey,
So
Angelina, wait, don't move. Don't move.
It's not here.
Don't move.
It's not.
Don't move.
It's not.
Don't move.
It's not.
Don't move.
It's not.
Bob, you see it right
no,
there?
it's not.
See it?
It's not.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll just let it get the blood out of your face. That's fine.
Well, my eyebrows. It was on my eyebrows earlier.
Okay.
Good morning, Wes Gerald.
Good morning, Angelina.
You look so dapper this morning.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
I wish my partner was here with his suit, but I guess he's coming in jeans and a polo. So
Fantastic. Yeah, we don't have
Contrast.
we don't have a dress code here, but we're waiting on Patrick Gaskins. He's running a little late, but now that means you get to be in the hot seat, Wesley Gerald.
Director of To Kill a Mockingbird,
Yes.
opening
Kill a
July 7th. So starting out, I mean, one just doesn't become a director of the Saax Bradbury Players. How did you start in this crazy theatrical world?
well, I was forced to do Willy Wonka by my mom,
Thank you, Janet
Really?
Gerard. Thank you.
and after that, it was.
And you were Grandpa Joe.
I was
You were.
Grandpa Joe. I wasn't originally Grandpa Joe though. I was the dad, I think.
Really?
That was so long ago. But after that, I just kept going, and now I'm directing the Saax Bradbury show.
Okay, let's backtrack this. I've never heard that story. I didn't realize that your mom put you in there.
I was
thought-
supposed to do another show before that one, but I decided I didn't want to do it.
right.
I can't remember what show it was. But then she's like, yeah, I'm going to make you do this show because it's at our church. That's where the auditions are. So I went in there, did a dumb little monologue, can't even remember what it was, and I sang Queen.
Do you remember what song?
We Are the Champions.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Fantastic.
I love you just a little bit more right now.
And so why did you decide to stick with it?
Because it was fun.
Yeah?
That was a simple answer. That's all it was.
Just getting to be different people and things like that?
I'm kind of glad I got Grandpa Joe, though. So
Okay.
that kind of boosted it up a little bit.
Right. I remember, well, you're still kind of shy, but that's kind of the fascinating thing for me, watching you over the years from Willy Wonka to your shenanigans in Mary Poppins. I mean, or Bye Bye Birdie is when I first saw this. Wow, where did that come from? This over the top. You're just an amazing comedian. I mean, that's hard to do. I'm blowing his head up here, but it is. It's hard
it's already
to do.
inflated, don't worry about it.
Especially for shy people, to just let it go. So, what has acting done for you?
Well, specifically about the shyness part, I still consider myself very shy outside this room. Like, how could I put it? I wouldn't be talking to you in such a, I wouldn't be projecting to a camera right now. If we were just outside the room. I'd be very quiet and calm, but since I'm technically not Wesley right now, I'm a spokesperson for the New Bern Civic Theater. I can be more of a character.
Right.
So I just kept going with that, and since theater has helped me become more of a character in everyday life.
Now, I remember.
get that entirely.
I remember the first time Keith directed, and I remember my first directing. The experience behind it, and when it's all said and done, you sit there and you think, oh my gosh, that was nothing like what I thought it was going to be. So you are now directing To Kill a Mockingbird, and you're not just directing a show, you're directing your peers.
Yep.
Which I think is difficult to do. So tell us about the experience of directing. Is it what you thought it was going to be?
Kind of. It's a lot more stressful than I thought it would be. You said peers, and it's very true. Actually, Patrick, he's actually older than me. And he's my lead actor.
Wow.
I think that's kind of hilarious. In itself, rehearsals are exactly how it was, but it's all the backstage, technical
Right.
stuff that's really killing me and the rest of us.
The logistics behind it's management.
Yeah, like promotion.
Promotion, yes. Having to get out there and promote the shows. When we decided to do To Kill a Mockingbird, I had the interview with you, and I remember thinking, wow, he's really prepared. So that was a huge deal. I mean, you were prepared. and knew exactly where you wanted to go with it. You knew who you wanted to have as your mentor. Had you been a fan of To Kill a Mockingbird prior to us putting it on?
I hadn't read the book in a while. It was one of my favorite books when I read it back in freshman year. Yeah, it's these kinds of books, like this one. My favorite book of all time is The Giver. Have you ever read that book?
Yeah.
It's a story about like this community, and like the giver has like a special power that no one else has. Like, for instance, the current giver can like see music and stuff like that. I won't give you details about it right now. It's not important. But yeah, I've enjoyed this story. I knew it back to front before I walked into the interview.
Yeah, I could tell. To Kill a Mockingbird, how is your cast? Tell us a little bit about your cast.
Ooh,
like the one that just walked in.
They're lovely little demons. Loved them to death. Yeah, all of them are fantastic. They're lovely to work with. It's a little chaotic sometimes, but that's par for the course. Patrick, don't be afraid. We have a microphone for you.
All right, we're going to sneak Patrick on. While we're sneaking Patrick on, what would you say is one of the unexpected challenges of directing a show?
The set.
The set?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I had the set planned out. It has an idea, but then problems happen.
Right, live theater.
Yeah.
Always.
Adaptation.
Right.
That's the rule of the game. And is there anything that worked out exactly the way you thought it would going into directing?
No.
Now, if you'd have had an answer for that, I would have been very surprised.
And we're joined now by Patrick Gaskins, and go on ahead and tell us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am Patrick Gaskins. Sorry I am late.
No, that's fine. Tell us what role you're playing and how you got involved.
I will be playing Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. And I got involved. I was walking past the Civic one day and saw the poster and was like, I have to audition for this show. This is one of my favorite pieces of literature and stories ever.
Awesome. So, okay, so we've had iconic roles at New Bern Civic Theater, and I always have to ask the person playing those iconic roles, how does that feel? I mean, we had Georgie Blackerby playing Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, Michelle Royce playing Mary Poppins. I mean, this is a world-renowned character.
Yes, I remember when Wes called me. I was next door at my neighbor's house washing her pool, not expecting to really ever get the call because I felt really bad about my audition. And he called me and he said, "Hey Patrick, I was wondering if you would want to play Atticus Finch. It's up to you." And I don't think I hesitated at all. I think I said yes, absolutely yes. And it's really exciting. I know I can, I feel like I can handle Atticus Finch. I'm no Gregory Peck, I'll say. But I feel like I can handle it. I'm excited to perform it. So far, the Atticus that I have been portraying, Wes enjoys and likes. But
now, is the play similar? I mean, for people who are fans of the book, what's going to be different about the stage play?
The stage play that we were provided, it has there's only one indoor scene in the entire show, and that's the courtroom scene. The rest of it takes place outside in the front yawn, on the porches of the houses.
It captures a lot of the like major key moments in the story. Like it's got like the rabid dog scene and the the kids messing with Boo Radley a lot. It focuses, the script I guess of the show focuses more on the more key, more bigger moments in the story, whereas the book you get it all.
Right.
But you still get the full story and the message out of our script and story that will be on stage too.
And now, Patrick, you've done quite a few shows here
this year.
Recently, this year.
Like jumped in.
But of course, the big difference with this one is that this is teen-led. Everything is done on a teen level. How would you say that this compares to other theatrical experiences?
It's asking you how bad I was doing.
Basically, in a nutshell.
No, it's really the show is. I love being around all the. I feel like I am the oldest. Me and you are the oldest
I believe so.
in the show.
Noah might be
Noah too.
older than me.
But like all those kids are so talented, and they really do. Even when you don't expect, I don't know, a cast member or someone to have it, they really have it, and they've surprised me, and they've helped me. It's always a help when your castmates and your production crew are, I don't know, on that same level of desire and what am I trying to say?
Well, I think I know what you're trying to say. You know, I think that's one of the beauties of being in a theater environment, because these stories that we're telling can have actors from the age of 8 all the way up to 80, and so there's really no barrier between age groups. We all have to work together, and each actor, no matter how young or old, has something to contribute. And I think it's great for our younger actors when they start working with the adults as well, because they, you know, they're looking up to them.
The major
Maybe not this
difference,
one.
I guess, because I was in Jekyll and Hyde, and that was such like the size of that whole production.
Huge.
Like there was like 40 cast members backstage, and then I went to a smaller show, Table Manners, and all adult, and there's definitely a different feel to a Saax Bradbury show. I feel like we all just have like a different kind of craving and desire to want to perform and create the best that we possibly can, and we all feed off of one another.
Right.
I would say so.
Right.
When we do focus up and get into it. So.
The rare occasions.
Do they behave? Do they behave?
Should I say yes?
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Oh, it's a madhouse, but it's so much fun, and we get things done.
We finished up blocking like 2 weeks ahead of time. So we really did kind of buy ourselves some time to really focus on the bigger parts of the
Awesome.
show.
These next 2 weeks are going to be crazy, though.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, no question.
Till we open.
Yeah, yeah. We open July 7th. It runs for 2 weekends. If you are interested in getting your tickets, you can go to newberncivictheater.org, or you can stop in and see us or call 633-0567. We are located at 412 Pollock Street. Our offices are open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Friday. 2 things. Number 1, please call in if you want 2 tickets to see To Kill a Mockingbird. Go on ahead and call the studio, 633-2544. Almost forgot it. There it is, right
Nice.
there. Call in, and New Bern Civic Theater will be giving 2 tickets to a lucky caller today. Go on ahead and call us, and we'll get you those tickets. Also, thank you to Vaughn Social for
Yes.
taking over our social media and keeping that alive and running. We are going to be running a very special promo for To Kill a Mockingbird, which begins, there goes the phone, which will begin July 4th. It is only until July 6th. If you
48 hours.
48 hours to secure the promo code, and that promo code will get you buy one, get one free. Again, To Kill a Mockingbird, Wes Gerald directing our Saax Bradbury Players. Awesome. And Patrick, thank you so much for coming out. And
Thank you
that book
for
is
having me.
upside down.
Couldn't make it to that either.
No, I couldn't.
Angelina,
No.
don't move.
Stop it.
Don't move.
It's
Oh, I thought there was something.
No,
okay. So I have to explain it, because people are going to think you're a lunatic. So for the past 2 days, there's been a couple of mosquitoes that have found their way into the studio, and so we've been attacked for the past 2 days, and keep trying to kill it and keep missing it. So when I smacked you, it's because it was right there, and I just couldn't take it.
That would be funny.
So I told Wes, if a mosquito lands
When
on
I
you-
eventually smack you, it's going to be because you were right there.
Yeah, okay. All right, welcome back. I do want to give a shout out to Kim Meadows. Congratulations for getting 2 tickets to Kill a Mockingbird, and we hope that you enjoy that. Yeah, that phone rang right away.
Why that look, Wes?
Oh, because I got a message during the break from their daughter saying, "Oh, my parents just sniped the tickets."
Nice.
I'm surprised Janet Gerard didn't grab those.
She thinks she's getting like 1 million comp tickets.
No, is she watching?
Probably.
Yeah. Hi, Janet.
I don't know. My
The one who
grandmother
made
is.
it all possible.
Thank you so much for pushing Wes into theater. Yeah, I've enjoyed watching your career. Now,
You're the best.
are you gonna continue? What is the plan from here now that you've directed?
Exactly.
When I finish the early college, I want to go to college, like a real college, and become a drama teacher, pretty much.
Nice.
Drama or English.
Outstanding.
What would you say that you as an individual have, I guess, learned and obtained from doing this theater nonsense? Because that's how a lot of people see it, but there's a lot of importance in what is done on a stage.
Nothing goes right.
Uh-huh.
That's what I know.
That's what you know.
That's what I've been taught. Nothing goes right.
Nothing goes according to plan.
No,
Right.
no.
But
It's
always
what you
comes
do with that.
but it always comes together. That's, I think, the biggest fascination is
Yes.
everything's like, Yeah, if you people only knew what happens behind the scenes, you'd be really impressed with
Like
what we
thin,
do.
tight corridors and the mess that is the dressing
Yeah.
Backstage.
Yeah, with all the
Oh.
lights and bodies, and wait until you get a full house in there. Yeah, the temperature goes up. Now, Patrick, how did you get involved in theater?
My
In theater in general. I mean, did you have a mom pushing you to?
Well, no, but like ever since I can remember, I've been able to just quote off movie lines and lines from plays and books and anything story. So I've always loved that. And then my first show I ever did was for the early college in Havelock with Siobhan Gastel, now Brewer.
Yes.
She did a school show, The Belle of Bisbee, and it was a melodrama, and it was really fun. And I'd say then that's when I was
Bitten by the bug?
bitten by the bug, the acting bug,
Mosquito.
and
The mosquito?
Yes.
it took me some time because I just finished my schooling for the high school at New Bern High School, and after I graduated, I've been in every show at Rivertown so far, and now these two at the Civic. I just love it. I never feel more content or just at peace than I am in the theater. It's weird.
No,
But it's-
we know that.
I love it, and what's cool to me about theater and this type of activity, it's collaborative. You can't really do it by yourself. You could, but it'd be hard and maybe not as good. That's the beauty of
And
it
more
all.
than likely pretentious.
Yes, it's a puzzle, and we're all pieces of that puzzle, and they all come together in this
Crazy
way
world.
that you can't really ever guess. So it's really, I just love it. I love it. That's why I do it.
We just finished up our children's workshop this past weekend, and I was on my way to my car, and Patrick was in the parking lot as well, and I mean, his eyes were just lit up.
Yeah.
And he said, Miss Angelina, how do I get involved in that? How do I get involved in that?
That show was, I've always been comfortable around kids and youth, but I guess just putting that with what I already love to do with the theater and stuff, and seeing the way the civics camp was, it was like all these individual pieces, and you know, you had 50 kids.
Yeah.
50
about.
kids, that's a
Just
lot.
about.
So, and they all had a chance to kind of shine,
Right.
and I felt learned like all the aspects. I could tell.
Right.
And it was just an enjoyable show. It really was.
You know, we touched a little bit about this yesterday, but the summer youth program at New Bern Civic Theater is, you know, we do our children's shows in the spring, and then we have all our main stage productions. Those are, you know, the actual let's do this. But the summer youth program it's not really a production. It's an empowerment camp. It's a learning camp. It's a leadership camp, and the Saax Bradbury Players is a huge part of that. So most of our kids start off at a very young age. Between 8 and 15, they are in the children's shows, and they also do the workshop. That the age limit for the workshop is 8 to 15, and so they're learning all these skills. And the children's workshop is not really about the production. It's about taking the pieces that they've learned throughout the 2 weeks and putting it to use on stage. And sometimes we don't know what we're good at or what we're inspired to do or what we need to improve. So the children's workshop is deliberately designed to give every child that moment in the spotlight, pushing them on stage to sing, even if they're not comfortable with it, and then, you know, maybe seeing if they enjoy that. So it's literally a work environment
And as
for
you
the
also
kids.
pointed out yesterday, the workshops, the stagehands programs, it's all stepping stones which then lead to being able to do leadership roles such
Right
as the
here.
Saax Bradbury
Right.
Players. For those who maybe have not read the book To Kill a Mockingbird, or maybe it's been a while since they read it, would Wes, could you give us like a brief outline of what the show is about that people can expect to see July 7th?
It's about Scout and her family, the Finches. And it's, how do I describe it? I'm bad with words, Patrick.
Okay, Patrick, would you like to give it a go?
I know what it is, trust me.
Okay.
Tell it to us, Atticus.
Well, it's in 1935, Alabama. So a while ago. And it's centered around the Finch family. Atticus, his son Jeremy calls him Jim, and his daughter Jean Louise calls her Scout. And it's just really, it's like the book itself is about Scout from her perspective, kind of viewing and growing up during this time of racial injustice. And it was really serious back in those days, especially in the South, racism. And Atticus is a pretty noble and humble man. Atticus is the kind of person, to me, if he doesn't get into heaven, everybody else probably won't either. So
there's no hope for anybody.
Right.
so Atticus is a pretty good guy, and he's real kind of distant from his children because he's
older,
He's
first of
older,
all.
and he's kind of the one around who kind of takes everything on the chin for everyone else.
One of the parts of the book that I loved was the relationship between Jem and Atticus, because Jem, being this rambunctious boy who wants to throw a ball, run and wrestle with Dad. Dad had children at a later age, and so
He's so much
didn't do that.
He's so much more different, but Atticus loves his children
Absolutely.
to death, unbelievably much. But he doesn't show it, I guess, is how Jim and Scout would prefer. But they definitely learn from him and the happenings around town, and from others. There are other good, morally correct characters besides Atticus, like Charles Baker Harris, or Dill, Scout and Jim's friend. Dill seems to pick up more on what Atticus and the town's lessons that gives to the children, whereas Jim and Scout, they're kind of bullheaded sometimes, and they don't really understand. But it's really good.
Now, I had
It's
a vision.
staple.
Yeah.
I had a vision, of course, growing up reading the book. Scout, love Boo Radley. But you have this image in your head of what that character is like. So I believe you have Megan Bobbitt playing Scout,
Who's
I
great
just went,
as Scout.
Absolutely
ding!
wonderful.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about who's playing what characters.
Who's playing what character? So you just said
Megan
Bobbitt
Bobbitt.
playing Scout.
Megan.
It's a wonderful fit for that character. Very,
She is Scout.
yeah, very wild person. Then we have Stephen Oliver as Jem, the brother, the older one. He's a little bit shorter, but he's older. he plays a wonderful part with that. He plays a more mature kind of character. Susanna is Dill, the more awkward kind of kid. The more, I'm Charles Baker Harris, and I do this, and here's my plan to do all this stuff. Kind of.
He's real
scheming.
mathematical
Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
Right.
But she does a really good job. Noah Applegate's playing the judge over the trials.
Good man.
I'm a huge fan of Noah Applegate.
Good
he was
man.
in
Good
A
friend of
Few
mine.
Good Men, and he was
didn't know that.
so good.
Yes.
He was so good.
Noah definitely has a knack for
He's got a
acting.
lot of versatility too,
He does.
because I also saw him in Rivertown's. It was the one that was based on Orson Welles' War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
And he played this country bumpkin. So to see him play a Marine and then go and play, just amazing.
He is pretty
Incredible actor.
versatile, I must say. Like me and Noah, I grew up with Noah, and Noah and I, as far as I can remember, me and Noah were always pretending to be something. He's really good. I was excited when he came home. He was going to be home for the summer, and I told him about the show. Because we were, at this point in time in production, we were desperately.
Nope, we're
No,
not desperately.
never
Nope,
desperate.
nope, nope,
Never
nope.
desperate.
But,
We were perfectly fine. We had some help come in.
yes, but
No
that's,
production is ever
Nope.
desperate.
We are very, very, very clean. Got a
Got
good
this.
timeline. Nothing went
Yeah.
wrong.
And it's also produced by Christina Fletcher.
Yep.
Which she was one of our interns for the workshop, and I tell you what, I was like blown away by her.
Yeah, she's
You know, I've
terrific.
watched her grow up in this stage at New Bern Civic Theater and do incredible things. She's wonderful at costuming. I mean, she's got a great eye for fashion.
I believe
but
she'll be making me look like Atticus.
She'll be costuming you.
Making me
That's fantastic.
older.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So yeah, I'm really pleased that she's producing this. I mean, she was like spot on.
But see,
Kathy
yeah,
Morrison got the playbill on
That's right.
time. She got the playbill
That
on
doesn't
time.
happen for adult shows, though.
No.
But yeah, once again, the Saax Bradbury Players, To Kill a Mockingbird, July 7th. All teen-led production. We got 2 shining examples of that here in the studio with us right now. But every aspect of the show, from the producing to the sound to the tech to the promotion, everything, it's being led up by our teenagers. We are very pleased with this production as always. Like I said, opening July 7th, there will be a 48-hour promo. Buy one, get one free tickets. Check out New Bern Civic Theater. Instagram,
Facebook and Twitter.
Facebook,
The
Twitter.
promo code will be on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for 48 hours. If you purchase your tickets within that 48 hours, you will buy one, get one free. It's a deal.
All right, we got 45 seconds. Final words, gentlemen, about the show. Why should people see it?
It's good.
It's To Kill a Mockingbird. If
Right?
you haven't seen it, you've at least heard of it, so you should definitely go see it. And it's in New Bern, in the theater community of New Bern, which is growing and blossoming and improving every day, I feel. So.
Yep, see it live on the stage.
Yes.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Put on by our wonderful Saax Bradbury Players. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are the apple of my eye, except when you mess up.
Did you see that?
Then I'm not so happy
Did you see
with
that on his cheek?
That's not.
We can get a can of mosquito spray. What do you do to kill mosquitoes?
To kill a mosquito?
Oh, you get a
Kill it.
rifle on you.
I don't know.
All right, thanks guys for coming down and spending the morning with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.